here's the problem that I saw. I had a big bank account, which was nice, but that big bank account wasn't growing. It would only grow if I worked to add more money to this bank account. That was the only way that it would grow. But at the same time, what if I wanted to buy something? If I went out and bought a vacation, if I wanted to buy a car, if I wanted to buy clothes, I want to go to a nice restaurant. This money would be depleting unless I'm actively working to grow this money. But this money in my bank account wasn't doing anything to grow. But it was leaving every single day. It was leaving every time I spent money. But now when I took this money and I went and I bought this investment property, now all of a sudden, I had an asset that was paying me with more money because now this rental property was paying me every single month. Yeah, it cost me all the money that I had, but now it was giving me cash flow month after month after month. Yeah, I lost the ability to take this $150,000 and go out and buy a car. I lost the ability to take this $150,000 and blow it somewhere. But instead I took that money and I wanted to invest it in myself. And this is where now you go back to feeling broke, because when you have $150,000 in your bank account, that's a lot of money. But when you own this asset, well, maybe this is paying you $1,500 a month. It's a lot harder to live off of $1,500 a month than it is to live off of $150,000 until this $150,000 goes away. Because this $150,000 has a time span. As soon as you spend this 150 grand, that money's gone. You're never getting it back. Once you spend this money on vacations, cars, and fancy stuff, you are never getting that money back. But when I spend this $1,500 this month, I'm getting another $1,500 next month, and the month after that, and the month after that, and the month after that. And on top of that, I also still own the asset, which hopefully is going up in value. If you really want to become wealthy, you have to start by becoming broke, because that's going to require you to save up this money and feel like you're rich. But then you got to take this cash and put it into something that's going to continue to pay you even after you stop working. And that means you're going to have to make sacrifices, because you go from having all this money to now having nothing. Because as soon as you buy an investment, now you don't have the money for a nice car. You don't have the money for a nice vacation. You don't have the money for the nice things that you originally had the money for, but you have the asset. Now the goal is for your asset to start paying you. It's not going to pay you a ton of money, but it'll start paying you something. And as soon as it starts paying you something, that's when you want to get another asset, and then another asset. That way you can stack the cash flow from your assets. You want to stack the assets, not just stack the cash. Because stacking the cash makes you feel rich, but that rich has a time span. This wealth that you have from your assets doesn't have a time span, because your assets will continue to pay you even after you stop working. And if you have good assets, they'll continue to pay you even after you die. Now, you don't have to go out and buy a rental property. You don't have to invest your money in real estate. You don't have to put your money in the stock market. You don't have to put your money in cryptocurrency. You don't have to put your money in a startup. But you have to invest your money into something with the purpose of trying to grow your investment. I like investing for cash flow. That's why the majority of my investment portfolio are cash flow producing assets. But I also have some investments that don't pay me with cash flow. I have some startup investments that I invest in. They don't pay me any cash flow. Maybe they'll go up in value if somebody buys these startups. Maybe they'll go to nothing. I have some cryptocurrency investments. They don't pay me any cash flow. I have some stock investments that don't pay me cash flow. But the bulk of my investment portfolio are cash flow producing assets. Whether it's real estate or dividend paying stocks, the majority of my investments are cash flow producing, because these cash flow producing assets continue to pay me even if I don't sell the asset, and even if I don't go to work. How and when do you invest your money? Well, this is where it pays to stay up to date on what's happening in the financial markets. And if you want an easy way to do that, you can just join Market Briefs. It's my free financial newsletter where every day my team is breaking down what's happening in things like the housing market, the stock market, the crypto market, the global economy, and our own economy into a fun, witty, and easy to read email. You can read the email in less than 5 minutes every morning. And the best part is, even if you don't have a financial background, not only are you going to understand what's happening, but you're going to love reading Market Briefs every morning. So if you haven't joined Market Briefs yet, I'll put the link to how you can join Market Briefs for free down in the description below. If you enjoyed this short clip from my longer videos, here's another clip that I think you'll love. And while you're at it, if you're interested in learning more about how to start generating passive income, our team put together an amazing guide on how to start generating passive income for free. All you got to do is click that button right over there. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep hustling.